September 7th, 2025. Mark this date, not in passing, not casually, but as one might mark a doorway, because what has long whispered in the shadows of time may, at last, step into the light. Baba Vanga, the blind seer whose visions have both fascinated and terrified generations, spoke of days that could shake the very foundations of humanity, days that would make the strongest tremble and even the wisest pause. And now, the world teeters on the edge of one such day. A day when the cosmos itself seems to conspire with the prophecy, when a rare black moon eclipse casts its ominous shadow across the earth. There are whispers, quiet, urgent whispers, that history itself may hinge on this celestial alignment, that the very air we breathe could tremble with truths long ignored. But what is it that we are not prepared to see? What truths lie hidden, waiting to be revealed, as September 7th approaches with silent inevitability? Baba Vanga's warning was never vague, nor was it a riddle to be dismissed by skeptics. She spoke with the weight of certainty, a certainty earned through decades of visions, stretching across continents, touching lives, and altering destinies. Her predictions were not always pleasant, but time and again she proved uncannily accurate. The rise and fall of leaders, catastrophic natural disasters, technological leaps that seemed impossible to foresee. And now, her gaze turns to September 7th, 2025, a day she warned could redefine humanity's trajectory. She spoke of turbulence, of sudden storms sweeping across nations, of the air itself trembling with portent. Those who knew her well say her voice, even fragile, carried a gravity that pressed upon the soul, leaving no room for doubt. It is impossible to ignore the convergence of her prophecy with the black moon eclipse, a cosmic event of extraordinary rarity. Unlike a regular full moon, or even a typical lunar eclipse, a black moon carries something deeper. Some call it simply the second new moon in a single calendar month. But in spiritual and mystical traditions, it is far more. Across cultures, it has been a symbol of endings and beginnings, sudden revelations, and profound shifts in human consciousness. Ancient sages whispered that during a black moon, the veil between worlds thins, that what is hidden from ordinary eyes may, at last, be seen. And when this celestial anomaly aligns perfectly with a prophecy as weighty as Baba Vanga's, the result is no coincidence. It is a call, a summons for humanity to awaken to truths we can no longer afford to ignore. The question is terrifying in its simplicity. What exactly will unfold? Baba Vanga's warnings, they do not come neatly packaged. There are no dates written like entries in a calendar. She speaks in visions, in symbols, in shadows that hint at danger, while leaving the mind to fill the spaces in between. Some scholars say her prediction points to global turmoil, disasters that defy logic, cosmic events beyond our current understanding, hurricanes that break all known patterns, earthquakes that shake even the unshakable, storms that appear without warning. All these could be echoes of her vision. But there is another layer. Not only the world, but the very fabric of human experience could be touched. Economic collapse that rattles markets, geopolitical shifts that overturn alliances, secrets long buried, suddenly revealed. All of this lies within the scope of her warning. It is this uncertainty, this terrifying ambiguity, that makes September 7th, 2025, a day we approach with vigilance and reverence. Yet, beyond the headlines of disaster, there is a moral undertone. Baba Vanga's prophecies always carry a subtle guidance, a call to reflection for those willing to listen. As the black moon eclipse casts its shadow across the sky, perhaps it also mirrors the darkness within humanity. Every calamity, every tremor of the earth carries a lesson, responsibility, compassion, awareness. To dismiss her warnings as mere fear-mongering is to miss the guidance hidden within them. In her visions, she did not merely see destruction, she saw human responses. The choices we make, the decisions that shape the collective soul of civilization. On September 7th, humanity is offered more than the challenge of external turbulence. We are offered an opportunity to rise above fear, to act with courage, to reaffirm the values that sustain life, even in the midst of chaos. As the black moon rises, slow, deliberate, spreading darkness across the lunar surface, one cannot help but feel awe, and perhaps a trace of dread. For mystics, eclipses are moments of transformation, and the black moon, rare, powerful, is said to heighten spiritual sensitivity, to amplify energies that ripple through both individuals and societies. During this eclipse, the earth may seem to pause, as if holding its breath for what is to come. In this silence, you could almost hear Baba Vanga's words, not warnings meant to frighten, but to awaken. She reminds us, in every shadow, there is a choice, to succumb to fear or to embrace awareness and preparedness. Of course, there will always be those who dismiss this speculation, dreamers, fringe thinkers, voices ignored by the mainstream. But history demands caution. Baba Vanga's life, her visions were often dismissed. Yet, she foretold events that would later shock the world. Political upheavals decades before they occurred. Natural disasters that science would later confirm. Technological marvels beyond the imagination of her time. Her track record cannot be ignored. And now, her prediction for September 7th, 2025, may be the most chilling yet. Why? Because it comes at the intersection of cosmic anomaly and historical pattern, a rare alignment that suggests something truly unprecedented is on the horizon. So we watch, we prepare, and we reflect. For in the shadows of that day lies not only uncertainty, but opportunity. And so, we ask again, what should humanity do in the face of such a prophecy? The first step is awareness. To simply drift through daily life, ignoring the signs, is to miss a profound opportunity. An opportunity not just for preparation, but for transformation materially, spiritually, emotionally. It is not about panic, not about hysteria. It is about mindfulness, about attuning oneself to the hidden rhythms of the universe, to the subtle warnings that reach us through time, through vision. Practical steps are as vital as moral reflection. Strengthen communities, nurture relationships, engage in acts of service, acts that build resilience and sustain hope. Prayer, meditation, ethical living. These are not superstitions, they are tools to cultivate inner stability when the world outside feels unpredictable, even overwhelming. The black moon eclipse may symbolize darkness, but within that darkness, there is a reminder that light exists, even in shadow, that humanity has the capacity to illuminate even the most uncertain path. Chilling as her prophecy may be, there is a deliberate ambiguity in Baba Vanga's visions. She does not reveal every detail, because the future is not fixed. It is shaped by choices, by decisions, by our collective consciousness. In this sense, the prophecy is both a warning and a challenge. It asks, are we prepared to meet uncertainty with wisdom? Can we navigate fear without succumbing to it? Are we willing to act with integrity when the world seems poised on the brink of chaos? These questions are not rhetorical. They are essential. September 7th, 2025 is not just a date. It is a mirror reflecting back humanity's readiness to confront both external and internal storms. Some interpretations suggest the black moon eclipse may reach far beyond Earth itself. Celestial anomalies, according to spiritual traditions, accelerate events, reveal hidden truths, catalyze transformation. The eclipse is not merely a backdrop for Baba Vanga's warning. It is an active participant in the unfolding narrative. Its shadow may symbolize the concealment of truth. Its movement across the sky mirrors the movement of destiny itself. And just as the eclipse cannot be halted, so too may the forces Baba Vanga foresaw begin to manifest, urging humanity to observe, to reflect, to prepare. Because in the end, the question is not whether darkness will come. The question is whether we will rise to meet it. It is impossible to ignore the personal dimension of this prophecy. While global events dominate headlines, Baba Vanga's visions often turn inward toward you and me. Every individual carries a weight of responsibility. Every choice we make, every action or inaction ripples across the collective. Will we respond to uncertainty with fear or with courage? Spiritual resilience is not born in grand gestures. It grows quietly, deliberately, in acts as simple yet profound as offering kindness to strangers, supporting those in need, seeking truth over convenience, and holding on to integrity when the world tempts us to falter. September 7th, 2025, may challenge humanity on a scale we cannot yet imagine, but it also offers something far greater: a chance to rise, a chance to affirm the values that bind us together, and to prove that even in the shadow of cosmic and earthly upheaval, light can prevail. The moral lesson in this prophecy is profound. The universe, as Baba Vanga reminds us, is not a stage for random catastrophe. It is a mirror reflecting the state of human consciousness. Natural disasters, economic shocks, geopolitical tremors, they are symptoms, not causes. The root lies in our choices, in our awareness, in the ethical compass that guides us. Preparing for September 7th is not just about stockpiling or survival strategies. It is about internal alignment. Are we living by the principles of compassion, justice, and responsibility? Are we nurturing the connections that strengthen our collective resilience? These questions, this inner reflection, is the true essence of the prophecy. Even in the face of uncertainty, we are not powerless. The alignment of Baba Vanga's vision with a black moon eclipse is rare, one that magnifies the urgency of her warning. As the new moon darkens the sky, its silence speaks volumes. The time for passive observation is over. Humanity is being called not to panic, but to awaken, to prepare, to reflect. Celestial events have always carried meaning, from ancient astrologers to modern mystics. The heavens often read as a script of potential futures. September 7th, 2025, may be one of those days when the symbolic and the literal converge in ways that challenge understanding. What will happen remains shrouded, but the potential is staggering. Natural disasters, from storms of unprecedented fury to seismic shifts that reshape landscapes, economic turbulence, destabilizing systems we've long depended upon, geopolitical upheaval, forcing alliances, conflicts, transformations we never imagined. And yet, beyond the external chaos lies the deeper question: how will we respond? How will we adapt? Are we ready to rise to the occasion? Baba Vanga's prophecy is not only a warning of events outside our control, it is a reflection of the human spirit. It reminds us that even in the face of unimaginable uncertainty, courage, compassion, and integrity remain our greatest power. September 7th, 2025, may very well test humanity, but within every challenge lies the opportunity to awaken, to act, and to choose the light. In contemplating September 7th, 2025, one cannot ignore the weight of anticipation. Fear, subtle yet powerful, moves through the human mind like a shadow. It is as potent, perhaps, as any storm or earthquake. Yet Baba Vanga's warning is not meant to paralyze. It is meant to awaken. By acknowledging what may come, by facing the unknown with preparation and clarity, Humanity can navigate the turbulence with wisdom. Spiritual practices, ethical living, and the bonds we share within our communities are not just abstract ideals, they are lifelines. They anchor the psyche, allowing both individuals and societies to maintain equilibrium when the outer world trembles. The black moon eclipse, a rare and profound celestial event, acts as a cosmic amplifier. Mystics and sages have long believed that during such alignments, hidden energies rise, karmic balances are revealed, and dormant potentials awaken. This eclipse may bring clarity where confusion has reigned. Hidden truths long ignored may surface. It compels humanity to confront realities that have quietly shaped our lives, forcing us to look beyond the ordinary, beyond the superficial. And when paired with Baba Vanga's foresight, this alignment becomes more than a cosmic event. It becomes a window of extraordinary significance, a moment where awareness, choices, and preparation may profoundly influence what comes next. September 7th, 2025 is more than just a date. It is a test, a mirror, a call to consciousness. Baba Vanga's prophecy, intertwined with a black moon eclipse, challenges us to ask not just what may happen, but who we are when faced with the inevitable. We cannot control every force in the universe, but we can control our responses. We can cultivate resilience. We can act with clarity and integrity. Every small act of kindness, every moment of quiet reflection, every choice made with honesty, these are not trivial. They strengthen the human spirit, they fortify our communities, and they illuminate the path through darkness. The moral takeaway, perhaps, is more vital than the prediction itself. We are not passive observers of fate. We are co-creators of destiny. The events of September 7th, whatever they may bring, are as much an opportunity for spiritual growth as they are a challenge to survival. Baba Vanga urges us to look inward even as we look outward, to cultivate awareness, to act with moral clarity. The black moon eclipse may cast darkness across the sky, but it also offers a chance to ignite the light within, a chance to reaffirm our capacity for courage, compassion, and resilience. And so, as the day approaches, the question becomes, are you ready? Ready to face uncertainty not with fear, but with preparation. Ready to embrace moral responsibility, to act with spiritual resilience. Ready to meet the shadows of the world with courage, wisdom, and light? September 7th, 2025 is coming, and with it comes a reminder humanity always has a choice. The choice to transform anticipation into action, the choice to choose light over darkness, to navigate the unknown with insight and with heart. Yes, September 7th, 2025 may shake the world, but it also reminds us of our inner strength, our moral agency, the power of collective consciousness. It is a call to act with integrity, to nurture compassion, to prepare not only for what may come, but for what we wish to create. In this, even amid uncertainty, there is hope. And in this hope lies humanity's greatest weapon, the ability to illuminate even the darkest night. As the black moon eclipse reaches its zenith on September 7, 2025, the sky will darken in a way few have ever witnessed. Across continents, millions of eyes will lift to the heavens, some filled with wonder, others with unease, sensing an energy that is both ancient and immediate. But this darkness is more than just a celestial spectacle. It is symbolic. Throughout history, eclipses have been seen as harbingers of change, as signals that the world as we know it is about to shift. From ancient civilizations to the writings of mystics and seers, eclipses mark moments when the ordinary is suspended, when reality itself bends, and when the veil between the known and the unknown grows thin. On this rare day, humanity stands at the threshold of such a moment, a juncture where cosmic alignment meets prophetic warning, a moment that calls for attention, reflection, and perhaps action. Baba Vanga's vision of September 7th offers little comfort. She foresaw disruptions that could shake the very structures of our world. moments that might force us to question everything we thought was stable, permanent, or certain. She spoke of natural disasters that defy expectation, storms forming with unprecedented intensity, earthquakes fracturing regions once thought safe, fires igniting with startling speed, and floods testing the endurance of entire communities. But her warning extends beyond the physical realm. She foresaw human turbulence, economic instability, social unrest, political upheavals that could reshape global power, and revelations that might challenge trust, perception, and understanding. There is an urgency in her vision, a pulse that goes beyond curiosity. It is a call to awareness, to preparation, to recognizing the fragility and potential of the world we inhabit. History reminds us that moments of cosmic significance often coincide with moments of human reckoning. When the heavens signal change, Earth often responds. Baba Vanga's prophecy is not isolated, it resonates with centuries of patterns, where celestial events align with shifts in consciousness, sudden transformations, and unexpected disasters. The black moon eclipse, rare and potent, magnifies this truth. It is said that during such alignments, hidden forces, spiritual, psychological, energetic, emerge, demanding recognition and response. Humanity may find itself confronted with truths previously ignored, forces previously underestimated, and responsibilities previously deferred. The challenge is not simply to survive these events. It is to understand them, interpret their lessons, and emerge stronger with insight, resilience, and moral clarity. Baba Vanga's prophecy is deliberately ambiguous. She never provided step-by-step accounts. Instead, she spoke in symbols, images, and impressions of intensity and consequence. This ambiguity is purposeful. It forces engagement. It demands interpretation, preparation, and action. In doing so, her prophecy becomes a mirror, reflecting not just what may happen externally, but also the readiness and consciousness of those who heed the warning. It is a test of awareness, a measure of how attuned humanity is to the forces shaping its present and future. Some interpretations suggest that the consequences of this prophecy may ripple far beyond a single place, far beyond a single people. They may touch the world, subtly at first, then with undeniable force. Geopolitical landscapes could shift in ways that surprise even the most seasoned observers. Alliances long trusted may waver. Hidden agendas may emerge from the shadows. Economies once considered unshakable could tremble, exposing cracks and vulnerabilities that were quietly ignored. And yet, in every corner of the earth, ordinary people just like you and me may face challenges that test more than just survival. They test patience, resilience, and the very moral convictions that define who we are. But here lies the deeper truth. Every disruption carries a lesson. Every challenge whispers an invitation to act with wisdom, to act with integrity, to act with compassion. Baba Vanga's warning is not merely a prediction of events unfolding in the physical world. It is, equally, a guide for the soul, a moral compass in times of uncertainty. The psychological dimension of this prophecy cannot be underestimated. Simply anticipating it can transform the way we live, think, and decide. Fear, unexamined, can paralyze, but fear, acknowledged and understood, can sharpen perception, it can prompt preparation, it can strengthen resolve. Spiritual resilience then becomes essential. Practices we might have once dismissed as optional, meditation, prayer, reflection, the support of our communities, become tools for navigating a world that may, for a fleeting yet intense moment, feel unsteady, unpredictable, even chaotic. The black moon eclipse, in this context, is more than a celestial event. It is a magnifier heightening perception, deepening sensitivity. Those who attune themselves to its energies may find clarity that is otherwise hidden, insight that is otherwise obscured, strength that emerges precisely because the world seems uncertain. As the day unfolds, the lessons of Baba Vanga's prophecy extend beyond the self. They reach toward the collective. Humanity is intertwined, and in moments of crisis, the choices of a single person, The actions of a single community can ripple across the globe. Acts of kindness, ethical decisions, solidarity, these are no longer small gestures. They are the threads that may hold the world together, shaping events in ways that reflect our highest potential. This prophecy is not meant to instill fear alone. It is meant to awaken responsibility, to illuminate the power of moral action, to remind us that even in darkness, choices matter. The black moon eclipse becomes not only a warning, but a cosmic invitation, an opportunity to shine, to act consciously, and to illuminate the world with awareness and ethical resolve. If we look closer at Baba Vanga's life and visions, a pattern emerges. She spoke often of duality's destruction and renewal, darkness and light, chaos and opportunity. Her warnings were never purely negative. They carried seeds of growth, of understanding, of transformation. September 7th, 2025, embodies this duality. Yes, turbulence may arrive, but so may clarity. Comfort may be challenged, but so will complacency. Fear may surface, yet awakening lies just beyond it. In this sense, the prophecy is profoundly human. It reflects not just the challenges we face externally, but the choices we must make internally, the character we must cultivate, the resilience we must embody. Because in the end, it is not the darkness that defines us. It is how we respond to it. Consider the black moon eclipse. Not just another celestial event, not just another shadow across the sky, but a signal of heightened energy, a moment when unseen forces brush against our world, and when the potential for revelation is intensified. In mystical traditions, eclipses are never ordinary. They are accelerators of transformation, times when karmic cycles reach their tipping points, times when the hidden, the overlooked, the deeply buried truths can no longer hide. And now, this rare black moon aligns with Baba Vanga's prophecy, a convergence of cosmic rhythm and prophetic insight, a moment when the ordinary rules may bend, when extraordinary possibilities emerge. Humanity is offered a rare window, a chance to see more clearly, to act with deeper awareness, and to engage with reality on levels that everyday life often obscures. The moral dimension of preparation cannot be ignored. Baba Vanga's warnings are not just about survival. They are about readiness, ethical, spiritual, emotional readiness. This is a call to strengthen our communities, to cultivate compassion, to act in ways that enhance collective resilience. Because in the face of upheaval, whether natural, economic, or social, the most enduring preparation is not stockpiling goods. It is building inner strength, clarity, and integrity. Prayer, meditation, acts of service, they may seem small, yet their ripples are vast, touching lives, fostering hope, and creating stability in a world that is increasingly uncertain. And then there is the personal impact. September 7th, 2025, it is more than a date. It is a mirror, a call to self-examination. How prepared are we emotionally, mentally, spiritually? Are we ready to face crisis with clarity, with compassion, with courage? Baba Vanga's prophecy nudges us to ask ourselves these questions, to confront our fears, to reassess our priorities, our values, and our actions in a world poised on the edge of profound change. Yet, this prophecy is not only a warning, it is a message of empowerment. Humans are not passive spectators of destiny. We are participants. Our choices, our actions, our awareness shape the unfolding of events in ways both subtle and profound. September 7th may challenge us with forces beyond our control, but it also challenges us to act with wisdom, courage, and moral clarity. Baba Vanga's vision is not a sentence of doom. It is a call to consciousness, to preparation, to reflection, to action. The convergence of prophecy and cosmic event is extraordinary. Rare eclipses have always been catalysts for transformation. moments when the ordinary flow of life is interrupted and extraordinary possibilities emerge. Paired with the foresight of a seer like Baba Vanga, the significance is magnified. Humanity is not merely witnessing a celestial anomaly, but a chance to recognize hidden truths, to respond to uncertainty with awareness, and to demonstrate the resilience, the wisdom, the highest aspects of what it means to be human. So as the black moon casts its shadow across the sky, remember, this is a moment to prepare, to reflect, to awaken, to act with clarity, compassion, and courage. Because the universe and destiny are not separate from us. They move with us. And in these rare, powerful moments, we discover what we are truly capable of. As the day approaches, the psychological and emotional dimensions of preparation become paramount. Fear, anticipation, these are natural responses, but they are not our ultimate guides. Clarity, reflection, intentional action, these are the foundations for navigating uncertainty. Mindfulness, meditation, prayer, community support. These are not mere luxuries, they are essential. Essential for maintaining balance. Essential for sustaining ethical focus. When the world around us may feel unpredictable, Baba Vanga's prophecy. It is both a warning and a guide. A call to cultivate resilience, awareness, moral discernment, in equal measure. September 7th, 2025. It is more than a date. It is a mirror reflecting the fragility and interconnectedness of human civilization. Natural systems, economic structures, social networks, all may be tested. Yet, the quality of human response. That is what determines the outcome. Acts of kindness, ethical decision-making, community engagement, seemingly small gestures. They create ripples of stability that extend far beyond the immediate moment. Baba Vanga's vision returns to this truth again and again. Crises reveal character. Preparedness is not only about stockpiling resources. It is about spiritual, moral, and ethical readiness. In essence, the prophecy, the eclipse, together they form a call to consciousness, a call to recognize the delicate interplay between cosmic forces and human action, a call to acknowledge the power of choice and to embrace responsibility. September 7th, 2025. It may bring challenges unlike any we have faced in recent memory, but it also offers a chance for insight, growth, alignment, with the enduring principles of compassion, awareness, and ethical conduct. The black moon eclipse may cast a shadow across the sky, but it also illuminates the path toward conscious, deliberate, morally grounded action. As the hours tick closer, the question remains, how will humanity respond? Will fear dominate, or will clarity guide action? Will we succumb to panic and confusion, or embrace responsibility, reflection, and resilience? Baba Vanga's prophecy does not dictate the future. It illuminates it, providing guidance, insight, a chance to transform potential catastrophe into awakening. The black moon eclipse amplifies this opportunity. A reminder, moments of darkness often precede profound clarity. Ultimately, the significance of September 7th, 2025, lies not only in what may happen, but in how humanity chooses to respond. Baba Vanga's vision, intertwined with this rare celestial event, reminds us preparation extends beyond the material. It reaches into the spiritual, the psychological, the moral dimensions of life. Awareness, reflection, ethical action. These are the true markers of readiness. They shape not only the outcome of the day, but the resilience and integrity of humanity itself. in the final reckoning. September 7th, 2025 stands as both a warning and an opportunity. Baba Vanga's prophecy, interwoven with the black moon eclipse, challenges us to face uncertainty with courage, act with wisdom, embrace moral responsibility. It is a moment to reflect on the power of choice, the importance of awareness, and humanity's enduring capacity for compassion, resilience, and ethical action. The day may bring disruption, revelation, transformation, but it also brings a chance to affirm our highest values, to act with clarity, to illuminate the path forward, even in moments of profound uncertainty. As the world braces itself for an unprecedented day, the choice stands before us, stark and unavoidable. Will we meet September 7th, 2025 with trembling fear, or with courage, insight, and moral resolve? Baba Vanga's vision, it does not call for panic. It calls for attention, for reflection, for deliberate action. The black moon eclipse may cast its shadow across the sky, but within that darkness lies light. Light that illuminates the possibilities of conscious, ethical, resilient human response. Her prophecy carries a timeless lesson. Darkness may fall, but light is always there, for those who seek it, nurture it, and embody it. September 7th, 2025. It approaches like a ripple across time, a day of potential turbulence, a day of revelation, a day of transformation. Yet within it lies the opportunity for awakening, for insight, for moral clarity. Baba Vanga's warning, magnified by the cosmic alignment of the black moon eclipse, is more than prophecy, it is an invitation. An invitation to act with wisdom, compassion, responsibility. To remember, even in uncertainty, we possess the power to choose, to respond, and to illuminate the path forward. Yes, the day may shake the world, but it also offers humanity a chance to affirm its courage, its awareness, and its capacity for ethical action. As the hours draw near, the weight of anticipation grows heavier, even for those unfamiliar with Baba Vanga. The convergence of her vision with a rare black moon eclipse demands reflection. For centuries, humanity has regarded eclipses as significant, as moments when ordinary patterns are interrupted, when hidden energies rise, and when the universe whispers truths we too often overlook. And when such a cosmic event aligns with a vision as profound as Baba Vanga's, it is impossible to dismiss it as mere coincidence. It is a signal that asks not only, what will happen, but also, what are we ready to see? And perhaps most importantly, how will we act when the unknown steps forward? The mystery of her warning is unsettling. Baba Vanga never laid events out in neat, predictable terms. Her gift was not a blueprint for catastrophe. It was a lens through which humanity might glimpse the consequences of its choices, the fragility of civilization, and the latent power of human consciousness. Some may see in her words forecasts of natural disasters, others social upheaval, economic chaos, or even global conflict. And yet, all interpretations converge on a single truth. Humanity is approaching a threshold, a point where awareness, preparation, and moral responsibility will be tested like never before. The black moon eclipse. It adds layers of significance that stretch beyond the physical into the spiritual and the psychological. Mystics have long observed that eclipses, especially rare, potent ones, heighten sensitivity, amplify energy, force hidden truths into the light. During these moments, the earth itself shifts, and human consciousness, often dulled by routine, becomes alert, receptive, awake. This is why Baba Vanga's prophecy resonates so deeply. She foresaw not just events, but the awakening of awareness, the realization that we are not passive spectators of destiny, but active participants, capable of shaping outcomes through insight, courage, and ethical choice. September 7th, 2025. It is coming. And when it arrives, the question will not only be, what happens, but also, what will we do? The uncertainty surrounding September 7th, it is intentional. The prophecy does not hand us a map. It offers something far more profound, a mirror that compels us to confront questions we often avoid. Are we ready for disruption? Are we ready for revelation? Are we ready to face the truth, however uncomfortable it may be, with clarity, courage, and compassion? Yes, natural disasters may shake the physical world, but the greatest challenges often lie in the moral and spiritual upheaval that accompanies them. How we respond individually, collectively may define not just the coming days, but the months, the years, even the generations that follow. Baba Vanga's vision reminds us that preparation is more than stockpiles or emergency plans. True readiness digs far deeper. It is emotional resilience, the courage to remain grounded amid chaos. It is ethical clarity, the unwavering compass that guides our choices. It is spiritual alignment, the understanding that our actions ripple through the world in ways we cannot always see. Communities bound by solidarity, individuals responding with kindness and insight, societies that uphold justice and compassion, these are the ones that will navigate turbulence with strength. Fear, selfishness, and inaction amplify disruption. In this way, the prophecy is not merely a prediction of events. It is a call to moral responsibility, a reminder that the external world mirrors the internal world, and how we act within shapes what comes without. Consider, too, the symbolism of the black moon eclipse. Darkness cloaking the moon is more than a celestial spectacle. It is a metaphor for obscured truths, for latent energies, for the hidden forces that shape human life. It reminds us that uncertainty is inherent in existence. Challenges arrive without warning, and the measure of humanity is not in avoiding darkness, but in how we navigate it. Baba Vanga's words echo this truth. The world may face turbulence, yet within that turbulence lies opportunity. Opportunity to act with clarity, with courage, with ethical resolve. The eclipse, like the prophecy, is an invitation to reflect, to be aware, to make conscious choices. Perhaps the most profound lesson of Baba Vanga's warning lies in its duality. The same event that brings potential chaos also brings potential growth. Every natural disaster, every social upheaval, every economic shock carries lessons. Lessons about resilience, about adaptation, about moral responsibility. Every moment of uncertainty is a chance to reaffirm what matters, to cultivate compassion, to strengthen connection, to choose light even when darkness surrounds us. The black moon eclipse, a cosmic amplifier, reminds us of the convergence of destiny and choice, of chaos and potential, of fear and awareness. Even amid darkness, light persists. In our responses, determine how brightly that light shines. Spiritual preparation is no longer optional. Meditation, prayer, ethical reflection, mindful action, these are not abstract ideals. They are tangible tools. They stabilize the mind, fortify moral clarity, and enhance perception in a world that may suddenly feel unpredictable. Baba Vanga's prophecy is more than a warning. It is a guide. It teaches humanity to cultivate awareness, resilience, and ethical strength. It shows us how to respond to challenges with wisdom, not panic. And the black moon eclipse, rare and potent, heightens this guidance, a cosmic reminder of the profound link between outer events and inner preparedness. because the future is not written. It is shaped by the courage of our choices, by the clarity of our hearts, by the depth of our compassion. Beyond preparation, there is also the power of observation. Humanity is being called not just to act, but to witness, to pay attention, to reflect on both the visible and invisible currents shaping our reality. What may appear as coincidence or chaos may in fact be part of a larger pattern, a cosmic rhythm interacting with human consciousness. Baba Vanga's prophecy invites us to notice this, to recognize the significance of timing, of alignment, and the subtle forces that influence events beyond our comprehension. And now, the rare black moon eclipse arrives, accentuating this principle. In its shadow, perception sharpens, intuition deepens, awareness pierces through the ordinary into the extraordinary. The moral lesson embedded within September 7th, 2025, is profound. Power is not in predicting events. True power lies in responding with wisdom, courage, and compassion. Material preparedness is important, yes, but ethical action, community support, conscious reflection, these are equally critical. Baba Vanga's vision reminds us, light persists, even in darkness. Resilience, awareness, integrity, these can transform potential catastrophe into opportunity. Even the black moon eclipse, a symbol of darkness, illuminates these truths, highlighting choices, even when circumstances feel uncertain or threatening. And there is a personal dimension to this prophecy. Each of us faces responsibility to reflect, to prepare, to act with moral clarity. Beyond headlines, beyond the global stage, every human choice matters. Simple acts of kindness, ethical decisions, mindful awareness, they ripple far beyond what we can immediately perceive. Baba Vanga's insight is clear. Collective resilience emerges from individual preparedness. Moral and spiritual alignment enhances our ability to navigate uncertainty. The significance of this day is not just external events. It is in our conscious response, in the choices we make when confronted with uncertainty. September 7th, 2025 is both a warning and an invitation. A day that may challenge us, disrupt us, reveal truths we cannot ignore. But it is also a day that invites awakening, reflection, conscious choice. Baba Vanga's prophecy, amplified by the black moon eclipse, asks, how do we live? How do we act? How do we relate to one another and to the world? Darkness may fall, yet light is always accessible. Through awareness, resilience, ethical integrity, we illuminate the path forward. The unfolding of this day, like the prophecy itself, remains partly a mystery. Yet the guidance is clear. Act with awareness. Cultivate compassion. Prepare with intention. Strengthen communities. Nurture relationships. Engage in reflection. Embody ethical action. These are not mere preparations. They are expressions of human potential, tools that shape not only how events manifest, but how humanity navigates uncertainty together. The black moon eclipse casts both literal and symbolic shadows, challenging perception, encouraging conscious response, illuminating the profound opportunities hidden in moments of darkness. As the moment approaches, as the moon darkens, and the day's significance grows, the ultimate lesson crystallizes. Humanity is not powerless. We are co-creators of destiny, capable of navigating uncertainty with courage, wisdom, and compassion. Baba Vanga's prophecy is guide, warning, and call to consciousness. The black moon eclipse is a cosmic amplifier, heightening insight, sharpening awareness. Together, they illuminate a path forward, a path defined not by events beyond control, but by our choices, our preparedness, our moral strength. The final truth is simple, yet profound. Darkness may come, but light is always a choice. September 7th, 2025 may shake the world, but it also offers opportunity to rise, to act, to affirm the values that define humanity at its best. Awareness, courage, ethical action become instruments of resilience. Compassion, reflection, preparation become our guideposts. Baba Vanga reminds us, every moment, especially moments of uncertainty, carries the potential for awakening, insight, transformation. So the question is no longer, what will happen? The question is, how will we respond? Will we succumb to fear or embrace clarity and moral strength? Will we see shadows as threats or invitations to act with wisdom, courage, and compassion? September 7th, 2025 is a day that may change the course of humanity, but it is also a day that affirms the enduring power of choice, of conscience, of the human spirit. Prepare, reflect, act with intention. Strengthen your inner light. Support your communities. Live with compassion and awareness. And as the black moon eclipse casts its rare shadow, remember, even in the darkest skies, light persists in those who choose it. Baba Vanga's warning is not just about what may come. It is about what we can become. Are you ready to meet September 7th, 2025? With courage, faith, and wisdom, the choice is yours. The time to awaken is now.